Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pro Clubs Weekly. I am your host 8ball, and joining me tonight for Cash Cup 2 is Domino. Domino, how the devil are you?
8ball, mate, what have we got on today? It is Cash Cup. It is my favourite kind of cup. Cash and a cup, mate. Talk to the fans of what we've got on today.
So, I feel like you guys enjoyed Cash Cup so much last time, and so did we, obviously, that we went looking again for some more Cash Cup action, and lo and behold, it's kind of the same style as last time. We've got a super team versus obviously another super team, but it's a VPG super team. So again, it fits that style that we like. We're mixing the Cash Cup with the organization with super players, and yeah, I physically can't think of a better way to showcase clubs than this game in particular.
This is what we love about clubs, mate. This is what drop-ins should be. Like, drop-ins should be...
drop-ins for money.
Yeah, Cash Cup drop-ins. Imagine that. Because this is what I live for, is just some super teams getting put together, the best of the best, playing random positions, random teams, to go and wheel themselves a bunch of money. And, mate, so is it... Yeah, we've got obviously Poise of the VPG team. High quality, covered them a fair bit on this channel. And then Heritage is made up of ballers for days, mate.
Yeah, it truly is that. You can't put it any better, even though that's such a simple way of looking at it. But it is what it is. So I think the prize money for this cup, as it gets floated in, Edu Martins cleans that up, is about $500, $600 for one night's work. So lots at stake, and this is I think it's the semi-final stage of this particular Cash Cup. So lots to play for. We've found something that's deep into the tournament. So at this point, you know, we're only looking at ballers. Like, you need to be this much of a baller to apply. As Luca gets his shot blocked early on. So we've got Poise, who are playing in the Ajax kit, red and white, and Heritage, who are the Cash Cup team. Think of it as Harlem Globetrotters is what we usually call them, and they're in the blue, and you know, you'll recognize lots from both teams, I'm sure, if you know ball, or if you're familiar with our channel at all, which by this point I hope you are. Here comes Ardino. Oh, okay, perfect timing back on the commentary. That's what I like, Domino, when we get to finish our intro and then they pop up with a goal. Absolutely lasered into the top bins, and there's a start for Heritage. 1 foot in the final, perhaps.
Mate, it was 50-50 up to that point. There was not much action going either way. Feeling out process like you would imagine in these kind of games. But yeah, it's what we love about Cash Cups. It's the ballers that are on show. You give men like that those kind of sniffs, opportunities, they're going to take them. And it was a great finish. It was well worked. And yeah, let's see what the established VPG team can do by and help to pull this one back.
It's funny because obviously, you know, you've touched upon it there. Poise are established team, absolutely. You know, I'm not saying they're not. With these Cash Cups, I'm finding, because we only stumbled across them when we released that video, so we didn't know they existed. I feel like people play Cash Cups just as much as they're playing kind of like VPG, VFL. So, you know, I think that's another reason why they look so good, because we thought there was just a bunch of strangers playing together. These guys play, you know, especially teams who get to the semi-final, finals every night. They'll be playing with these same players, you know, 5 or 6 games every other night, perhaps, you know, every week. So, yeah, it just adds to the excitement. Here is Nayshaw, who does have a baller build with Pro Clubs Weekly. Good to see him in action tonight. Keep an eye on him. I do think his teammate gave away a foul there, though. So Heritage will restart from the back. Jinx to Ardino, who I think got the assist for that goal. Epan, another baller builder.
Ooh, Epan is a naughty fellow as well.
Good player, great player. Taziek with the interception. Looks to go down the channel. Mookie, who is an absolute commanding centre-back, heads that one out of play. Tricky Nayshaw. Poise just putting their foot on the ball at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the game, in my opinion, is that both teams are trying to establish dominance as a possession and a way of cutting through the other team. What I do like about the game, I mean, not helpful for the channel, is the patience. Both teams are showing great patience going forward. No one's trying to be a superhero here and play a killer ball too early. They're working the ball quite nicely, and yeah, like I said, is fighting for dominance, establishing dominance on the pitch. And I don't think any team has successfully done that yet, which makes it an open and expansive game. But that is a great ball to this right-hand side. He's cut in. He's got men streaming in front of him. Again, back out to this right-hand side. And good defending. Good positioning, well actually. Yeah. Really good positioning from the Poise boys. And that's another thing. When you've got these established teams, the defensive structure's normally pretty great. Save.
Big,
the defensive structure's normally pretty good.
Yeah. You hit the nail on the head there, haven't you? Yeah, some defensive masterclasses going on, but if there's any players who can unlock that, they are on the pitch right now, although Edu Martins says absolutely no chance. Already 3 saves for him in this game. Can Poise sweep this up?
Keep him busy.
Yeah, Martins does well there. Perhaps want a little bit of a rest and just settle things down for Poise, which I think is probably the best option there. Has a bit of a dribble and goes long. But Mookie having absolutely none of that either. Heads it out.
50-50 ball there.
Ooh, it's given away. Bit of skill. Comes back out, recycles it nicely. Again, what you're talking about with this patience.
Ooh.
Patience pays off, and once again, it is a rebound goal. But you've got to be there. You've got to be there, and Luca, we expect nothing less from that man. Was there for a diving header tap-in, which
mate, you got to sniff the danger. But what I would also say is, like I said, when you've got the best playing the best, you get those chances, and it's similar to mistakes. If you make those sloppy mistakes inside, which the ball was given away in the final third to the opposition, you get punished for things like that, and that's why we commentate on the highest level, because that's what happens.
Yeah, it'll always a joy watching this elite level. But nice to know that they still have to go through the same things that the rest of us have to go through, which is tapping goals off of rebounds. Here is the goal scorer, easy. Cuts inside. And what I like about this Heritage side, actually, is they're managing to make the pitch look really big when they've got the ball. But we saw at the beginning of this video, it might have been cut out. They are playing a narrow diamond 4-4-2, so it must be the fullbacks bombing forward, which we absolutely love to see. Poise hanging on there, and they've got a chance to break just before half-time.
Poise are looking good in the transition. I mean, I say that, and he gives the ball away there. Of course we do. It's a commentator's curse. It happens regularly on this channel.
What we do. It's what we're here for.
But that's half-time, 8-ball.
Yeah, and a good 45 minutes, and we always say, if it goes quickly, it's usually a good sign of a good game, and that's exactly what we had there. 1-1. I'm not sure if any team could really be too upset about that, Dominic.
No, I'd say Heritage's goal was, again, individual brilliance. The ball got recycled. It was a great finish. And then similarly with the Poise goal, it was a mistake to give the ball away. They capitalised expert on that, and they're really looking really good in the transition. We say it often in this channel where we look at a game. I mean, like for the viewers know, this is the first time we watch it. So it is, in my opinion, a dead-on 50-50 game, and no team could be disappointed going in the half with that scoreline. And it's a semi-final 8-ball, so you've still got everything to play, and the position you want to be in, of an offensive mindset, a defensive mindset, but you want to be in the game going into the second half. You don't want it to be a 3-0 whitewash and you're sitting there picking up the pieces in the last half. You have got a competitive last half of the semi-finals, which is what you want to be.
Plus, do not ask us what happens if this is a draw. I don't know. I would imagine, with it being a semi-final, you do the bog standard extra time and pens.
Unless this is the second leg.
which it may well be. We may be so far out of the loop here. At least you know, we don't know what the hell's going on most of the time, but at least you guys still get to watch some beautiful football, at the very least. To go back to the centre-back, but Sawyer was being marked, and here comes Nayshaw. Couldn't get it into striker's feet, and they go long, and Robbins is in a bit of space here. To his strike partner, Epan, tricky feet, Warren SG, and there's just names for days. Both sides, it's really good to watch, really good to be part of. One of the best finds of this channel, Domino, was the Cash Cup, I think.
Oh, mate, I love the idea. I love everything about it. Like the Cash Cup, like we said, it's mercenaries. I love the idea of hiring the expendable version of your EAFC players, and they all get to go here and try and win some dollars. It's a great invention, and long may it continue, and long may it continue on this channel.
Yeah, we'll continue to bring you the best of the best every now and then. Can't do it every week though, because you guys you get sick of us and you'll just go and watch them instead.
Yeah, you get
which arguably you probably should do anyway. Please don't leave us. Right, so we've got 35 minutes left of this proposed semi-final. Still on a knife edge, as it's cut back to Abdus. Back post, knocked down. How often do we see that?
Oh, he's got the tightest of angles to find 8 ball.
Cameraman. Grittied, 2-1. Big finish.
Look at the tight angle here.
Yeah. That's a natural born predator finish, that is, Domino.
Mate, picked up the ball, he knew where he was going there. He saw the angle, saw the gaps, and the best strikers do that. They don't hit and hope. They find it. They find those bins.
And that's one of the good things about, you know, with these knockdowns and stuff, is you're safe in the knowledge that you're knocking it down to an absolute baller, like big finisher, where, you know, we sit here and go, oh yeah, I don't think we'd have knocked that down. It's probably because we're playing next to bloody Chumney, who's you know, is pros rated 81, and he's played about 4 games this season. This is a different kettle of fish, completely different story if you're heading it down to a baller like Epan.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's fully justified the knockdown, as most players at this level tend to do.
Yeah.
Which is why we like to discuss it so much.
Oh my, the feet inside there was unreal. They're still going.
Yeah. I think it's got to a point where Poise are basically throwing out the defending handbook and going, closest person, go and shut it down, because they were swarming by the end of that.
Yeah, they're looking like they're sitting in a bag of 5 at the minute at the back.
Yeah.
And
just to be fair, they're still in the game. They're still in the game at 2-1. I think what they need to do is kind of settle back down to what they were doing so effectively in that first half, and basically just saying, look, we're going to play a bit on the counter attack, or at least get it into their final third on the counter and play from there. And they're actually doing that really well. Yeah. Whereas Edu Mines does really well with the deflection. This half they've tended to just try and fight fire with fire and said, you know what, we're going to play through the thirds this half as well. And it's, I don't know, they seem to be sat in a little bit more, and also not being able to progress up the pitch all that much more.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, 8 ball, I think you're spot on there, really. I think Poise are sitting deep against a team that really loves to run at them. And, I mean, what do we know sitting up here in the commentary booth of what teams should do? I mean, they do this week in, week out, and that's another great ball, and he's on
we'll
side.
still give our opinion. It doesn't mean anything, but we'll still
yeah.
It's not wanted, but we'll give it.
I mean, that's a great... I thought he was on. I thought he curved that run perfectly then. But yeah, I think sitting off this team like what they're doing at the minute and letting the team come on to them, you might be, especially when you're a goal down, I think you do need to press that ball. Your job is now is winning it back and transitioning as quick as we can. And we know Poise, and I said it at the beginning, Poise are a really good transitional team. So once they pick the ball up, their back to front movement is very good.
And not only do Heritage look really good going forward, is defensively they've looked really good as well. You know, and he's onside. Wow. Oh no. I genuinely think the keeper was just like, nah, he's offside. It was a bit like Fabian Barthez. He had his hand up like that. No. How many times when you're offside do you literally just shoot anyway? I feel like everyone just thought he was offside. He shot anyway.
Keeper was there, like sweeper keeper, and he was like, "Don't worry, boys, it's fine." No flag from the liner. He's like, "Well, now I'm out of position, and we're in a predicament." Yeah. Again, it's a lesson on EA. It's a lesson in real life. There's two things you learn in grassroots football: don't let the ball bounce and play to the whistle. That's it.
And they're in again. They are.
No.
Oh
my
God!
God! Sweeper keeper decided to go this time. Yes, nail him. Fair play. No yellow card. That is definitely a red, but never mind.
He just got away with it. I don't think Heritage will mind too much being 3-1 up, but also, can we add that onto the list of things you learn at grassroots? Is don't take people out as the goalkeeper.
Or never let them get past you. Like, if they get past you, you're taking them with you. But, I mean, they've benefited here. And I don't know what's happening, but this is why I love Cash Cup, because you can add a little bit of sauce, a little bit of salt to the wounds, which we're doing at the minute.
It's quite salty out there at the moment.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got your centre-back doing step-overs and drawing men to you because you know you're winning 3-1. I mean, this is what the Cash Cup is. It's not for the faint-hearted. And we're going again. Yep.
It's got a part.
Oh, it was too
really
early.
Well
he's on a yellow card. He doesn't care. No one cares anymore, April.
We are past the point. Past the point of caring. I love it. The ball's on every single time.
Yeah,
and
I mean, they are playing
this...
with two centre-halves, and they're just splitting them wide. They've got too many... Oh, he's gone for it.
I would have done the exact same thing.
I mean, you've got three men coming on to you, but it's on your volley. 8-ball. That's drop-ins. You were hitting that.
I would have done the same thing and had the same outcome. Don't worry. Oh, my God. Yeah, fair enough. It's a shame because Eddie Martins, in the first half, was arguably the best player on the pitch.
Yep.
And then the second half, he wasn't. And I'm going to probably just leave it at that because we're not here to pick on players. But, I don't think anyone can begrudge Heritage with the win there.
Nope.
I think if anyone was going to walk away with it in that second half, it was going to be with them. And like we always say, good players doing good player things is basically what you get with those two up front. And to be fair, big shout out to Mookie at centre half as well, because I thought he was outstanding.
Stonewall.
Him and the two. To be fair, the whole bloody team. But I was going to say him and the two CDM and centre mid as well were fantastic for Heritage, and they've got this really good knack of getting really narrow to defend and then being really expansive, whether it be the fullbacks or you saw in the second half there, Robbins and Epan basically just interchanging as wingers to strikers and so forth. It's just high IQ play, and if you're watching at home and you're not of semi-finals, finals, Cash Cup quality like Domino and myself, just sit back and take note, because it's clubs at the highest level, and it's a joy to watch.
8-ball. We love the Cash Cup. It's just such a great idea, and it's great for the community. It's great having all these leagues and organisations that you can play week in, week out, and then when someone puts together things like this, it's got a chance. You can sit there in the evening and hopefully win some money. And we always say this because we are the biggest advocates for 11 versus
money.
We're the biggest advocates for clubs. The more eyes on the product in any different format, whether it's Cash Cup, whether it's VPG, VFL, manual controls, we'd like to cover it all, because the more light we shine to it, the more it grows, and that's what we're here for, April.
Yeah. The more people are paying attention, the more kind of sponsorships as well. So we say we sit here and watch a lot of clubs. We watch more than we play.
How is he? Did you see that ball? How is he onside? Like, how does that work? I don't understand it.
You sound like Edu Martins right now, mate. Come on. Basically,
was there someone injured on the pitch that played him on? Because I don't know.
He just timed it perfectly, mate. How many times do we need to say best players doing best player things? But yeah, our point being, more people watching, the more chance of sponsorship. Get players paid to turn up and do good player things. Give them a reason to sit and train themselves and train as a team and not be flaky on match days, and it will lead to a better community. It's the final note, and I think we'll sign off with that, Domino.
End it there, 8-ball. As always, boys, love to have you on the channel. Poise and Lucky, you're a good outfit, and again, it's a little bit of fun, a little bit of money. Go back to your regular day seasons. Heritage, mate, sick. You should form a team if you're not already a team. But that's it from me, Domino. 8ball. Tell the people to sign off.
Please like and subscribe before you do sign off. Drop us anything in the comment. You can just say hi. And join our Discord as well. Always good fun. And speaking of money, there's usually money to be won there. That's how we lure you in. Yeah, okay, well, hopefully see you all on the next video. Cheerio.
See you, team.